See, when you first time open the software, this is the user interface, what you would see. At the left side, you have these options: open, new, archive, share, license, configuration. These are some of the recently opened files. You can just click on it and open it. When you click on any of the model, at the right side, you can see the properties. This Bentley Connect Advisor, this will open sometimes when you open your software. You just have to close this. Okay, so if you click on any of the recent files, at the right side, you will see the properties: when it was created, when it was modified, what is the name, what is the size, what are the location. So some general information. So if you click any of the previously opened files, you will see the information at the right side. Here you have the license information, like we have the license of Staad Pro, that's you have a green tick. If you would have the license of Staad Pro Advanced, then you would have another tick over here. So structural steel, select. If you have RAM connections, so whatever is the case, in our case, we have these add licenses. Now I want to create a new model. I will click on new. When I click on new, this window will pop up. Here just I have to mention the name of my model. You have to give the location where you want to save it. You have to define the type: analytical, physical, and building. I will just briefly explain what are these type. If you are modeling any kind of steel structure, or generally any kind of structure with using the analytical method, that is, you want to draw the nodes and connect the nodes with a beam and model it. That is the general process in which we generally model any kind of structure. That is analytical. But in physical, you can directly draw whatever structures you have. Maybe you can import it from any previous drafting tool or something, Rivet or something, without drawing the nodes and members. So this part comes under physical. And building, if you want to design any high-rise building, so you can choose building. Then there are certain set of easy instructions which you can follow to model building easily. But for steel structures, we use the analytical method. And next, you have to choose units. You have two options over here: English, if you want to design, if you want to analyze your structure in foots and inches, pounds, kilopounds, then you go for English. But we will go as per SI units, that are meter, kilonewton. So you just have to choose metric. Okay, so this is the model information. If you click on the job information, again, similarly, you have to mention the job, what you are working on, the client's name, the number. If it is any part of any revision, the engineer who is working on it, the checker. So these are used for by the MNCs and the industries. They need to have everything in detail for their future reference. So they follow certain steps in which they prepare these files. So for them, we have this job information. If you don't want, you can just leave it blank. But what is important is you have to give the name and location, type, metric, then say create. I have already structure one, so I'll just say overwrite it, say yes. So this is the first page which will appear, the first interface of your Staad software. You can see there are many things over here. This window, white window, is the window where we are working. That's generally called working window. At the top, you have this quick bar axis where you can save the file, where you can open any other file, you can close the file, you can just do back, undo the previous last changes what you made, redo the changes. So these are some of the basic quick access command. This is option called file. From here, you can access the file, like you can see the info of your file, the name what you have given, all the general information. If you want to open a new file, you can open from here. If you want to open any previous, save, unsave, import. So these are just general settings what you can find in the file section. You can save as, you can print, import, export. Okay, so without wasting time in this thing, I'll just say back. Now from here, the top bar what you have, this is called ribbon. Here you have some of your buttons, some of your ribbons which you would be using for your modeling purpose. So we have geometry. There are certain steps which we use for geometry. We have view, where we can have various types in which we can view our model. I will be explaining each and everything when we go on in detail. Select, you have the option how you can select what you want to select from the model. Specifications, loading, what loading you want to apply, analysis and design, how you want to do the analysis and design. Utilities, these are some additional tools. Okay. At this left side, you can see the workflow. Here you have analytical modeling, physical modeling, building planner, piping. So all kinds of workflow. So what right now we are doing modeling, analytical modeling. So just I should choose analytical modeling. After I prepare the model, after I do the analysis, and if I want to check, then I just can click on post processing and see the results. If I want to design foundation, I can go in foundation design. So these are additional softwares also of STAAD with which you can integrate these things. So for us, what is important is just the analytical modeling. Okay, now coming to the important part. This is the window where we will be modeling our main element. And here at this side, you can see there are certain steps what I had explained you. Like it's written over here geometry. Using this geometry, we can draw whatever we want to draw. Then we have properties here. From here we can assign the properties, right? Then we can decide the material, specifications, support, loading, analysis, design. So the steps are also given here properly. So you just have to follow each and every tab in detail, and finally you will come to your final design. So I will be explaining you today simple beam. I will just show you here. Also you can see I had this screenshot. You can just have a quick look. File tab, quick access toolbar. Yes, I will show you this tool search engine. If you want to search something, you have the help section over here. You have the workflow data over here, the main window where we are working, the workflow panel, and the ribbon toolbar. This is when you open your STAAD Pro for the first time. You can see these open tab, new tab, configure options, project details. If you click on any of these, I had already shown you, you have your licenses, and at the bottom you have social media accounts.